Are you posting on YouTube? You're showing up consistently, but you're not really sure if the things that you are doing are actually working. So, what you find yourself doing is just uploading new content, hoping that your views are going to go up. You're kind of checking the numbers, but you don't actually know. You don't actually know what to look for or how to fix it. Today on Shop Talk, I'm going to show you the few analytics every creator should know and be checking weekly so that you stop guessing and just start growing your channel. So I tell you this, and welcome to the Content Creator Collective. This is Shop Talk, episode 57. Stop posting blindly. What do I mean by blindly? YouTube is giving you so much feedback through YouTube Studio. And when you're not using that feedback, it's like literally driving with your eyes closed. And 100% of the time, you're going to crash out. Ain't nobody got time to be crashing out. Not as a YouTube content creator. So, given all the information, all the data, all of the analytics concerning your YouTube journey, given to us free as a content creator through YouTube Studio, friends, what you need to do is follow the data and listen to the data. So that you're not posting blindly, so that you're not just hoping, wishing, and wondering, so that you're working strategically as a content creator to consistently and strategically grow your channel. Yes, all the emphasis is on that one thing, friends, being strategic. Are you being strategic as you think about growing and learning to grow your YouTube channel? Welcome to episode 57 of Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective. Thank you to everyone who's already chatting it up down in that chat. This is where you come to 3 live streamed episodes per week to collaborate, to connect, to learn a few new strategies so that you can grow your channel to and through full monetization. Friends, I have been looking frantically for my glasses. I'm just going to put it on out there. So if I am looking a little cray-cray today, it's not because I don't know how to help you to grow your channel. It's because KendyK does not have those glasses. So I have these little dollar readers. We're going to try those. We're going to try these because KendyK, I don't know where my prescription glasses are. All of them, like probably 5 pair. Don't know where any of them are. And these are too strong. I can already see that. But anyway, thank y'all for rocking and riding with me in these YouTube streets. Let's stop. Let's stop the bleed, friends, so that we can use the good feedback, the feedback that YouTube is giving us through YouTube Studio. We're going to learn to use it in the right way. That's this episode of Shop Talk. Thank you for joining me. So let's start here because this is where most content creators get stuck. A lot of us, including me, are posting consistently. We are showing up in the YouTube streets, dropping new content weekly, but we're still kind of posting blind. That means we're uploading, hoping, praying, and waiting without actually checking what YouTube is telling us is actually going to work. And the problem with that is you can be doing all of the things and yet your channel still not be growing. Is that you? Then that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, friends, and I'm also speaking to myself. Not because your content is not good content, but because you're missing the signals. That's why your channel is not growing, because you're missing the signals. You're not looking at the signals in the right way, and you're not using the signals, your data in YouTube Studio, your smart data. You're not using it to help you make good decisions about your channel and about your next uploads. Thank you all for joining me for this Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Thank you, creators. Thank you for joining me. Let's say hello to some of these content creators who are already chatting it up. Thank you to the content creator collectives. Let's say good morning to Lala, America's High Vibe Coach. Y'all check out Lala High Vibe Coach, plant-based nutrition. Welcome in, Joshua. Welcome, friends. Thank you for being here super early as well. Shout out to one of our moderators and the crew members, Gemini Diva 79. And did I mention that Lala is also a member of KendyK's crew? Thank you for joining us and thank you for your membership. If you are interested in becoming a member, just click on that join button and get all the details. We want to welcome in Buddy Trish, how are you, friend? Welcome in. Thank you again for that exciting collaboration. And I know it, friends, if you guys been waiting for us to finish that collaboration where my decorator, there she is, friends, Homebody Trish is going to help me to fix my house. Let me come out for a second. My decorator is going to help me to fix my house. And we're starting in the living room, in the great room, I like to call it. Homebody Trish and I, we are just squaring away these last 2 episodes, and we're going to bring them to you, one this month and then one in January to start off the new year with a bang. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk, Homebody Trish. Thank you, friends. I see folks just chatting it up in this chat. Yeah, I can't see a thing. Everything is blurry. Do you understand me? So yes, Hey there, Trisha Nicole. Welcome in, friend, and congratulations on the monetization. Yes, y'all put hearts in the chat for Trisha Nicole. She likes pink. She has pajama parties over there, and she likes to wear her pink pajamas for her pajamas parties. So y'all check out Trisha Nicole and let her know the KendyK sent you. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe over there. Okay, I'm gonna try to take these back off because I can't see anything. It's blurry. Everything is blurry, y'all. Yeah, it's KendyK, just being KendyK. I'm a content creator, just like you. I'm a small and new-ish content creator, but I'm also very proud to say that I'm now a fully monetized content creator. And y'all, I am super excited to start a new week because it's Sunday and God did that. Yes, God did that. And friends, KendyK is looking forward to getting her YouTube check. Yes, I'm just waiting on my direct deposit and the notification on my cell phone that my 5th YouTube check has hit the bank. Yes, I love that for me. And you can be a fully monetized channel as well. If you desire to be a fully monetized channel, you're in the right place at the right time. Drop that in the chat. Let us know a little bit about your channel. And most of all, drop your channel link so that other creators can connect with you, possibly even collaborate with you. That's one super pro way to grow your channel is to collaborate with other content creators. We want to welcome in Gushan. Welcome in, friends. Thank you. You are in the right place at the right time. We are the Content Creator Collectives. And Lala, the High Vibe Coach, says she's taking notes. She is taking notes. Y'all, I'm going to drop my channel link. And if you would like to join me on stage, I want you to come up right now so that we can learn more about your channel and everyone can get a little feel for your personality. And you can help me with this content. Now, friends, there's no expertise here needed because we're all just growing and learning together. We're talking about the things, and I'm sharing specifically the things that KendyK, that's me, that I did to grow my channel to full monetization. Friends, I started off with a little bit over 200 subscribers, and I appreciate all 200 of those subscribers because they gave me the momentum and the drive to say, you know what, I really want to do this. In fact, not only do I want my channel to grow, I want to grow my channel and I want to start getting a YouTube check. And so, friends, when I got that new growth mindset, yes, when I started thinking in the right way, using SMART goals and using the data analytics in a smart way to grow my channel, friends, my channel took off. And so those are the strategies that I'm sharing with you as a content creator during every episode of Shop Talk with 3 live streamed episodes. And guess what? Every episode of Shop Talk is a live Q&A for the content creator. the YouTube content creator. Thank you all for joining in and thank you all for staying locked in. Yes, we want to welcome in Anthony Holmes 71. Y'all, I want you to make sure that you stick and stay because some of you all, I'm seeing so many, but I want you to be surprised just like the rest of us. KendyK has her special channel parade coming up near the end of this stream. So stick and stay and make sure you stay locked in to see if you're a part of KendyK's channel parade. In the spirit of New Orleans, we're letting the good times roll during each and every episode where KendyK is shouting out her favorite channels and new channels so that we can be intentional to help those channels grow in the YouTube streets. Thank you all for joining me for the Sunday Sunrise edition of ShopTalk. So we're saying hello to Anthony Holmes of 71. Yes, he's Anthony Holmes of 71. He creates custom theme music. So if you're interested in that, that's another way. That's another way to put a little sparkle on your channel. Check it in with Anthony Holmes of 71. Thank you all for joining me. This is Shop Talk, the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. This is our content creator makerspace. Friends, thank you so much for joining me. Let's look at some key analytics. I call it the ABCs of analytics because it's the analytics basics for content creators. You've got so much information. I would be the first one to tell you, you're going to see so much information when you download and use that YouTube Studio app. But friends, if you dare to open up I see a new creator that I'm not familiar with. And so, friend, I'm not going to be able to bring you up this time, but you go ahead and keep chatting it up from the comment section this time. And when I come back for my next episode, I will have vetted your channel and then I'll bring you right on up on stage. We just try to keep things cool, calm, and collected, especially when we encounter new creators. But thank you for joining us, new creator. I'm happy to have you join us on stage, but we'll do it next time. And once I've vetted your channel and once I see that you come in peace. If you are a return content creator who is chatting it up with us, if KendyK knows you, if you've been in the channel parade, if KendyK knows you in these YouTube streets, because I'm probably a subscriber on your channel, go ahead and you can use that channel link. It has the word StreamYard in it. You can use that channel link at any time to come up on stage and I'll give you a mini interview. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. So we're going to talk about some of the key analytics. Of course, we won't get to all of it, but we're going to look at these key analytics today. Here's a channel creator that I am very familiar with. Let's welcome Lala, America's High Vibe Coach. Good morning, Lala.
Hi, KendyK.
Hi, Lala, America's High Vibe Coach.
Happy Sunday.
Oh, I love that. Do you know I got started right away with my hydration and my lemon water was just lemoning for me. Oh my goodness. The more you let those lemons and that juice from the lemons, wow, it is so refreshing. Tell us, I see a pineapple. Tell us a little bit about it, Lala.
I am getting ready to juice, KendyK.
So I take it that you're going to be juicing pineapple with us today.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Green juice. I'm going to do a green juice with cucumber and celery. And I know things like that run people away, but the pineapple saves the day. So I will be adding pineapple to the juice. So I'm just listening in the background. I just wanted to tell you I am here in the bushes.
Well, Lala, now friends, if you're not familiar, if you're not connected with Lala, it's a 10 out of 10 for KendyK. KendyK highly recommends. And Lala is a vibe, okay? And she is highly known in these YouTube streets with not one, not two, not three, but 4 YouTube channels. Lala, before you run away, and I want you to stick and stay with us. Join me, co-host with me the whole time, Lala. But tell us a little bit about one or all 4 of those channels, if you will.
Okay, I'll share my fitness channel, which I've been getting a little bit more into now. Well, of course, my nutrition channel. You're going to see me juicing, making smoothies, making fruit infused water here on the nutrition channel. And my fitness channel, I am a certified fitness professional of 20 years. Now, this December marks my 20th year as a certified fitness professional. So on there, I will be doing Pilates and some cardio, weight training, chair exercises, and going live 2 afternoons a week. If you check out the fitness channel, that is what I do over there. The language channel, mostly I am fluent in Espanol. I speak it todos los días every day. I teach my familia, my coworkers, and anybody that I can speak to. A little French, a little German. I have some songs where I sing up to 18 languages. So that is my language channel.
Do y'all see what I mean? She is a whole indeed vibe out here in these YouTube streets. My favorite, my absolute favorite is the plant-based nutrition channel where you do all the juicing. And one thing I like about Lala's channel is that you can always click in that description box, especially on the juicing channel. And she's got these downloadable, oh my God, these wealth of information. So she's got merch, but that merch is for free. You can get the recipes, and first of all, you're gonna love her juicing vibe. Y'all, look at the background there. Y'all, it's everything. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. KendyK highly recommends, and that's why I have hit subscribe. Thank you, Lala, for joining with me. You stay as long as you want. And if you need to turn your camera off, because I know you're a content creator at work on 4 channels, so you might need to go ahead and get things set up. And I fully understand. We're talking about watch time, CTR, and some of those key analytics that every creator needs to know so that they can be strategic, Lala, about how to grow their channel.
I'm here.
All right. Thank you, Lala. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at watch time. Let's talk a little bit more, creators, about our watch time. Let me get in the right view so that you can see myself and Lala. That's still not it. What about this one? That's not it. Here we go. KendyK, I told y'all I can't find those glasses, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Watch time. Watch time tells us who clicked and how many times folks clicked on your videos. And that's what our views tell us. So views and watch times go hand in hand, but they are 2 separate things. Views is simply the number of times people clicked on your beautiful thumbnails, right? So you drew enough attention for them to do the click. That is a view. Watch time tells us how long they stayed. And if you have in your mind as one of your goals for 2026, or perhaps you're super, super close, and we've got some friends, y'all, who are super, super close and are going to make it. I believe that, and I'm going to put my thoughts into action because I am going to make sure I spend extra time on these content creators playlists. So let's push them over the top towards monetization in 2025. We've got plenty of time to bring some of these content creators, some of the collective, the content creator collective, to get them all the way to monetization in 2025. YouTube is going to use both your number of views and your watch time. The watch time is key. Views count, but not as much as that watch time. That watch time is so important. How many minutes are folks staying on your content? The longer folks watch your content, the more the YouTube supercomputers, the algorithm is what I call it. That's how much the algorithm is going to continue to push you out onto more devices. I'm talking about cell phones, computers, televisions, smart TVs, and tablets. The longer folks stick and stay with your content, the more the algorithm is going to work in your favor and push your content out to more viewers. And it's your job then to put out your best content and turn those viewers into subscribers. And so, friends, if you're not a subscriber of KendyK all day, and my co-host Lala, America's High Vibe Coach, won't you consider taking the plunge today? It's absolutely free to become a subscriber of any channel. Thank you all. And thank you to Lala, my co-host, for helping me to co-host this stream today. Friends, let's talk more about views and watch time because those are key analytics that you're going to need as a content creator. Friends, I got all of this information directly from YouTube Studio for my channel. YouTube Studio is where you need to go as a content creator so that you can get up to the date information about your data analytics for your channel. We call that smart data for your channel. And friends, check out the Ask Studio function. If you look in the middle at the top of this visual there, you'll notice that little pink diamond shape. I love the color of that, by the way, because it draws your attention. If you don't know how to read your data down in YouTube Studio, you can click on that, and it's called Ask a Studio, and you just ask it a question. Thank you, YouTube Studio, for giving us this AI helper. We have activated AI on our channel, and you can activate AI at any time, 24 hours today, to get up to the minute information about your channel. So here is some data on my channel because I want to help you to take a look at your own views and your own watch time. Views are important. That means how many times did people click on your thumbnail? It lets you know if your thumbnail is working, and thumbnail and title equals impressions, friends. So here are some recent videos that I have put out on my channel. One of them came during as a live stream, and I had 1,484 views to date on that live stream, because remember, after the live, it is part of your videos on demand. Those things come back and folks can play it from now until eternity, as long as YouTube is available to us. That's the good thing about live streams, is you get a 1-2 punch. You get all the viewers who come in live, and then you also get many, many more streams of viewers who will come back and watch that video on the replay. And friends, one of my videos that I uploaded in March, just as a video, uploaded just as a video. If you're a new content creator, you may not even have the 50 viewers, 50 subscribers that are required in order for you to go live on your own using your smartphone. So with that in mind, you're probably just doing uploaded videos. And friends, this video had 200 views on it, and to date, and I'm super pleased with that. But beyond the views, I'm super pleased for us to also begin to look more at the watch time. How long are people watching your content? Take a look at the live stream on the left side in this visual, friend. Average watch time for each of those 1,400 friends who clicked on the thumbnail, 51 seconds. So just under a minute. But I had 1,484 people to do that, friends. So that at this moment, that's sitting on about 21 and a half watch hours. But take a look at a long format video that I uploaded that was a little bit over 21 minutes long. I've had 200 views to date on that video, and the average watch time per viewer was 755 seconds. They watched for a whopping, on average, 12 minutes and 35 seconds. Wow. So that gave us a total watch time hours to date of about 17 hours. So do you see, watch time is the most important thing. Yes, we all love to see our number of views go up on a channel, but once they view your content, once they click, we need them to stay on your content. That's what it means, friends, to be thinking like a boss and thinking about a YouTube content creator on the move. We want to welcome in a JC, Calamity Jane. JC says that she's looking and she's heading to the grocery store, but she is listening. Yes, I oftentimes do that. That's a pro tip. That's how you can stay in the know. And what I would tell you too is another pro tip as a new content creator, don't forget the great channels that you were watching that made you want to become a content creator. I know that we're all out here supporting other small and new content creators, but it's some of those bigger channels. Those are the channels that really made you want to become a content creator. Don't forget to continue to watch those creators. Why, KendyK? Because those creators are right directly in your niche, and you want to make sure that your content is put out next to those creators. And the one way that you can get them to do it is for you to continue to watch those great channels and continue to comment on those great creators' channels. Comment on everybody's channel. That's called engagement. And we all need engagement, especially the new and the small content creator. Anthony Holmes says, this is a great demonstration, KendyK. I appreciate that encouragement. KendyK reads all of her comments. And if you write to me down in the comments with words, KendyK vows to write back to you in words as well. I was able to leave a voice recorded message response for one of the Content Creator Collective today, Miss Nisha Antoinette. Miss Nisha Antoinette, YouTube gave me one of those golden opportunities to leave you a recorded message as your response. I hope you enjoy it. I curated that thing just for you because you are hashtag one of my favorites. We want to thank content creator Kyle Vlogs for joining us. And there's Chip Lowe, friends. Chip Lowe is in the building. Says he is locked in. I adore that, Chip. Thank you for being here with us. And Gemini Diva 79 as well. Friends, we are the Content Creator Collective, and this is ShopTalk, episode 57. It's all about views, watch time, some of those key analytics that you need to know as a content creator. And KendyK is doing this a little bit topsy-turvy because KendyK cannot find her glasses, and these are too strong. So y'all, thank y'all. But y'all, you know, we are just content creators. I'm not a professional here, not as a content creator. I am an amateur just like you. But I will tell you this. I was and I have and I did get my channel all the way to full monetization. And I am super excited because something tells me that I'm going to get my 5th YouTube check tomorrow. It comes anywhere between the 21st and the 26th. And since today is the 21st and it's not a banking day, tomorrow is. So something tells me that I'm probably going to get my YouTube direct deposit tomorrow. And yes, I am super excited. It feels different when you start to get some revenue. Yes, when you start to get some revenue for all the hard work and all of the learning that has gone on as you consistently grew your channel. So if you want to raise that level of consistency, you're in the right place at the right time. We are learning about some key analytics, some data, and how to use that data to help us to continue to grow our channel. This is ShopTalk, friends. And we are the Content Creator Collective. Let's go. Let's get right back into things. Friends, next we want to take a look at our thumbnail and our title together. So the thumbnail is the picture and the title is the words next to, under, or underneath your beautiful thumbnail. And we're going to be looking at those things and letting the analytics, the data from those two things drive our decisions on our channel. So in essence, friends, a low click-through rate means that your thumbnail is not clear. And the title, the words that you have on the thumbnail and adjacent to the thumbnail, the title isn't really speaking to viewers. It's not resonating with viewers in the right way. So we want to stop your thumbnail. Okay, your thumbnail can stop viewers from even getting the click. And you know that the click is the view. We want to get those view numbers up, but then we want them to stay on our content so we can have those watch hours. Remember, friends, in order to get to initial monetization, you need 3,000 watch hours. And for full monetization, you need 4,000 watch hours on your long format content and your live streams in the last 365 days. So it's going to be your title along with your thumbnail. Your thumbnail is going to make them stop, but it's going to be the title, the words next to your thumbnail that's going to make them do that extra step and give your content the click and give your content a look and a gander. Yes. And we have Anthony Holmes chiming in again. Welcome in. don't know, sunflower. I call you sunshine because you bring us so much sunshine in these YouTube streets. Y'all, it's our friend Sunflower. We all know her in these YouTube streets. Thank you all for rocking and riding with me. And Lala is still chatting it up with us, and she's also getting ready for juicing. So y'all look for that live stream coming up real quick after Shop Talk. Lala is going to be juicing, and she's already primed and primed us and said she's doing a green juice, and she's doing a special juice for us with some of that. I think that was a golden pineapple she had in her hand. Lala, join us again as you can, friends. Let me drop that co-host link for any friends that want to come up and talk a little bit about their channel. Let folks see your personality. And this is a way, this is what we call cross-pollinating, getting your channel in front of new audiences. Y'all check that. I have just dropped that stream, that link one more time. Here's another member of the Content Creator Collective. It is Elevate Me to You. Welcome, friends. Welcome. This is KendyK all day. Yes, absolutely, my friends. Thank you all for joining us for this Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Friends, let's continue on looking at that click-through rate. That's our thumbnail and our title. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining us for the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. So when we talk about the CTR, that's the abbreviation for click-through rate. And friends, here is some of the click-through rate. Here is some data directly from my information in YouTube Studio. And I've got another content creator. Give me just a second, content creator, and I'll bring you right up. I see you down in the backstage, and I'll bring you up in just a second, content creator. Thank you for your patience. Friends, my content, this is KendyK's Pound Cake. It has a click-through rate of 4.3. That's a super good click-through rate, according to the information that we know about click-through rates. Y'all, a good click-through rate is somewhere between 2 and 10%. So for sure, I'm absolutely sure, and I know this to be true. Just because you create good content, you create a good thumbnail, and even a good title to go with it, it does not mean that everybody is going to want to watch your content, right? But there are enough somebodies that will, and that count of how many somebodies liked your content and the words, the title to go with it, the count of that, those statistics, it's a percentage, my friends. That is what YouTube uses to count as your click-through rate. How many times out of, for every 100 impressions, how many times did someone choose to click on and watch your content? So we're always looking for 2 out of 100 friends, viewers, to click on your content. That would be a good click-through rate. And my click-through rate is a 4.3, right? A click-through rate of 10%, 10 out of 100 people clicking on your content. That would be an outstanding click-through rate. And I've had some to creep towards 10, but not quite 10 just yet. If you're a new content creator, the first goal you want to have as far as click-through rate is probably reaching towards 2%. So check down in YouTube Studio after this live stream and check to see what is your click-through rate? What is your percentage? And that percentage, as you now know, it should be somewhere between 2 and 10%. The first mini goal is to try to get to 2%. At 4.3%, that means that I'm sitting pretty good as far as a click-through rate. That means that thumbnail and the title for KendyK's Pound Cake is absolutely working. It's working in my favor. So that means I don't need to be changing the title, don't need to be changing the thumbnail. That's how you utilize that click-through rate. If you're hovering with a click-through rate of 1 or 0.5%, then there's a mix match somewhere. You probably need to change your title, and you probably need to change the picture. Make sure that it's crispy and clear, and you've got words on the picture, keywords, and you've got good SEO optimized keywords in the title. Yes, they go hand in hand. The thumbnail and your title go together. Gemini Diva says, don't forget, friends, to check out that click-through rate. I agree, Gemini Diva. I agree. Friends, let's take a look at some more of these this data from YouTube Studio. More than anything today, I want you to know that there's so much good data available to you about your channel in YouTube Studio. Download the YouTube Studio app for your smartphone. And then, friends, I encourage you to begin to use also the desktop edition of YouTube Studio so that you can have things all big. Because when you use, just like when you use your banking app, or just like when you use your app for the grocery orders, I use the Walmart Plus app a lot on my smartphone. But when I want to get all my Delta Sky Miles points, I go to my desktop edition of my Walmart Plus app, because if I go through the desktop edition, KendyK is clocking airline miles with every purchase and every dollar that I spend at Walmart. I get frequent flyer miles on Delta Airlines. And guess what? That gives me all of those upgrades. Y'all know KendyK loves to sit in first class. Yes. So that's how I do it, friends. So remember that. Yes, we have the ready reference. We can go to YouTube Studio on our smartphones to get a lot of information. But if you want to get the best and the most information about your content creation journey, the good, smart data that is going to help you make informed decisions, strategic decisions to help you grow your channel, what you need to do is get to the desktop edition, open a browser, and go to studio.youtube.com. Log in for your channel so that you can get all of the information, all of the data, the analytics that is available for you on your channel. I want to bring another content creator to the stage, and it is Kyle from Kyle Vlogs. Welcome in, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for joining us, co-host. We've got two co-hosts joining us today. Kyle, tell us what we can expect from you as a vlogger. He calls himself Kyle Vlogs. Kyle, tell us a little bit about your channel for those who may not know you.
My channel is all about bringing happiness and awareness and giving people something to expect, because I like to bring out a lot of great ideas. I try to give people some ideas about what they want to see next.
All right, Kyle. Well, thank you for joining me as a co-host, and we're going to take a look at some of this great data that you can get, not about your own channel, Kyle. You can get this information about your own channel, but this information about KendyK's Pound Cake. And friends, you know this, me and this pound cake have a history. And so I want you all to take a look at the information that we can get when we go down into the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio. You can see the views and this information. I think I last captured this. Here are views. I uploaded this in August of 2024. So this is well over a year old, but I continue to get views every day on this Southern pound cake, and it's a 7-Up pound cake, if you will. Look at the subscribers that I've gained, and most importantly, friends, it's about those watch hours. 143 watch hours from the last time that I captured this data regarding KendyK's pound cake. And so, friends, I will tell you, this is even after I lost a significant amount of watch hours because 1 year had passed. So if you're not yet to partial and to full monetization, every 365 days you will lose watch hours. So it's so important that you stick and stay with ShopTalk, with 3 live stream Q&As for content creators. And friends, I invite you to join me and my co-host Kyle. If you have any questions, go ahead, about content creation or about views, watch hours, click-through rate, go ahead and drop those questions in the chat now, and we'll be sure to add them, pull them up on the screen. And the Content Creator Collective is already working and chatting it up in the chat. We'll go through those together, and we'll give you lots of answers from the content creator's perspective. Thank you all for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. Kyle, tell us, how do you check your YouTube Studio as a content creator?
I check all the data from the YouTube Studio, see what they got, any updates going on about
Yes.
YouTube stuff.
Okay.
So
Kyle, do you check YouTube Studio mostly using your smartphone or your tablet or your computer? What's the most common way that you access YouTube Studio?
most of the time I would do it from my phone, but sometimes I would do it from a tablet.
Yeah. And so, and I think I do too. I think most times I do use my smartphone, but when I really want to get the good data once a week or more, I always go to and look at the full desktop edition using and opening a browser
I don't have a
like Google
desktop
Chrome.
because I don't use a computer.
Okay. What your tablet will work like a browser as well. You
Yeah,
can use the browser edition from your browser as well. We
that's
want
true.
to
Yeah.
welcome in. We've captured another bit of this year's. We've got Tuber Chat joining us. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Thank you for joining us, Tuber Chat.
Hey, Super Chat,
Glad
welcome.
glad to see you. So glad to see you. And I see that Elevate Me to You says that they use the PC, and if you've not yet ventured into YouTube Studio, the full desktop edition using YouTube Studio through a browser, that's the way to go, friends. That's how you can elevate your game in these YouTube streets. Friends, I want to share this with you. We've got Coffee and Conversations. We've got a special holiday edition of Coffee and Conversations coming to you this afternoon with none other than Chip, the Godfather. We're going to call Chip the Godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. And if you've been watching this stream, you know that Chip has already been down in the chat commenting as a member of the Content Creator Collective. Friends, if you are a content creator, if you are a YouTube content creator, then you are part of the Content Creator Collective, and you are invited to join us for 3 live streamed episodes of Shop Talk coming to you each week. The Content Creator Collective is already sharing out their channel links in the chat. And if you have any questions as a new or a small content creator, go ahead and drop those in the chat. And my co-host Kyle and Lala, America's High Vibe Coach, they'll be happy to help me assist you. The Content Creator Collective is ready to assist you with your questions as a YouTube content creator. Y'all join me this afternoon. Look for that great thumbnail. Check it out in your time zone. If you go to the home screen of YouTube on your device, you'll see exactly what time that's this great interview. That's what I call my interviews on my channel. I call them Coffee and Conversations. And today I am interviewing our good buddy Chip, and Chip has already been here joining us and is joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. So catch Chip and I later for our special holiday edition of Coffee and Conversations. Kyle, will you be joining us for Coffee and Conversations, the interview with the Godfather of the Locked In movement? Will you be joining us later, Chip? Later, Kyle?
On the StreamYard panel?
Well, actually, you're going to be joining us. Our special guest will be Chip. So I'm going to be interviewing Chip today for Coffee and Conversations. Yeah.
We'll
My
see what
Coffee
happens.
and Conversations are one-on-one interviews. Right. So if you can't join us, you can always catch this on the video on demand after the live stream ends. Yes. And Lala says that she uses, just like you do, Kyle, both the YouTube Studio on her app and also on her tablet. Yes, absolutely. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here.
Sorry, I wasn't able to.
All day. No problem there, Kyle. Okay, let's keep rolling along. Let's keep rolling along here. Retention shows you where you're losing your viewers. So here's another one of those key terms, key understandings that you should know as a content creator, especially a new and a small content creator. Retention means how long are people watching your content? Okay, we have watch time in hours, but then we also need to take a look at retention. Where are viewers? They did the click, so you got a great thumbnail and you had a great title, and then they start watching, but then maybe they lose attention. Maybe their phone rings. Maybe they get a voicemail or a text message. Something draws their attention away, or maybe it's your content. Maybe it's the way you edited your content. For some reason, your viewers drop off and their watch time drops off. that's where the confusion lies. But again, YouTube Studio gives you the most information, especially in that full desktop edition of YouTube Studio. Friends, that first 30 seconds of all of your content counts, because if they watch for 30 seconds or longer, that's where we can officially count that as a view, and that watch time starts clocking. You can start clocking those watch hours towards initial monetization. 3,000 watch hours are required for initial monetization, or the coveted full monetization, where you need 4,000 watch hours based on your long format content and your live streams for over the last 365 days. Retention, friends, is data, but it's not judgment. It's just looking at your data and using it to inform the decisions that you make about your content. And I want to thank my co-host Kyle Vlogs and Lala for joining me and helping me to share with you this great content. Y'all, here is some content coming from KendyK regarding some of my cruise content. Kyle, why don't you share a little bit about the cruise that you just took? Kyle, are you with us? Well, I'll share a little bit. Kyle just took a cruise, and I'll share a little bit about my cruise. And let's take a look at this cruise information. I'll put it up really large so that you can see it. Friends, I took my very first Norwegian cruise. Not my first cruise. I've been cruising for years, but this was my first cruise since COVID, and since the COVID pandemic, and we are now survivors of that pandemic. So this is my first time cruising, and I wanted to check out another cruise line that I had heard a lot of positive things about. And so my family, we often use Royal Caribbean. And I've also taken a Princess cruise or two, but we've never tried Norwegian Cruise Line. So me and my sister, we took a Norwegian cruise. This made our first Norwegian cruise in honor of our birthdays in October. And KendyK turned 50 in October. Friends, so when you look at your retention rate, you can find that data under the engagement tab in YouTube Studio. You can find your retention data. That means how long are people watching your content? You're looking for dips and you're looking for spikes. A dip is when viewers are skipping or they're leaving your content, they're leaving your videos and your live streams. And spikes are when they're liking what they see. More and more folks are joining at those times. Those are key moments, big moments in your video. And then, friends, take a look at the signs, friends. I'm just giving you a quick graphic there so that you can see, but always be analyzing your content. Remember that first 30 seconds. If you look at the chart near the bottom of the screen, you can see that first 30 seconds is in pink, and you want to try to keep as many viewers as you can watching your content beyond the first 30 seconds, because then that becomes an official view according to YouTube. And the longer they watch beyond 30 seconds, the more likely they are to continue to watch. Kyle, are you there? Are you ready to share a little bit about the cruise you just took? All right, friends. And sometimes my co-hosts have to step away, and sometimes we might be having technical difficulties, but no worries here, friends. KendyK has got it covered, because we are the Content Creator Collective. It's up to you, friends. You can join me on stage, talk a little bit about your channel as a co-host, or you can just keep chatting it up down in the chat. And this is KendyK all day, and we are the Content Creator Collective. We're here to connect, to collaborate, and grow our channels to and through full monetization. That's the name of the game here, friends. It's monetization and beyond. I see Lala is talking about cruising with us, as I can't wait to pop over there to Lala's live stream and check out her. She says that the browser studio is best. And Gemini Diva says she's also going to be checking out Lala's juicing adventures today. We'll be looking for that live stream as well. We've got friends connecting and saying their good mornings to Tuber Chat. Thank you, friend, for joining us for this live streamed episode of Shop Talk. And thank you, Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat said that they shared the stream on Reddit for us. Wow, what a great way to use your social medias to push traffic to YouTube channels. And I'll tell you, that's another pro tip, friends. YouTube loves it when you use your other social medias like Instagram, like Reddit, like Facebook, when you use your other social medias to push traffic to your YouTube channel, they absolutely love it. Tuber Chat says, word up on that. I agree, Tuber Chat. I agree. We want to make sure that we are sharing out as many of these great channels, and I can do that just by sharing their comments from the chat because we are the Content Creator Collective. We want to say good morning and good day to our good friend Trisha Nicole. And we got another Trish. We've got Homebody Trish saying good morning to us as well. Thank you, Homebody Trish. Thank you for joining us. We've got Elevate Me to You joining us. And it's Anthony Holmes of 71. Thank you for joining us too. We want to welcome in Sunflower. Thank you. I love that profile picture. And it's none other. It is the GOAT himself. It is Chip Lowe. He's going to be our special guest for Coffee and Conversations. It's a holiday edition, and y'all, it's bound to be a great interview. I'm predicting it's going to be an epic interview. So join us this afternoon, where my special guest for Coffee and Conversations is none other than Chip Lowe. Thank you all for joining us. Friends, let's do this. Let's continue with this content. Here's the long and the short of it as a content creator. Here's a great habit. I've read so many professional journals in my line of work. Y'all, I'm just a part-time content creator, but professionally, I've learned that if you do something for a period of about 30 days, if you do that consistently, it becomes a habit. So here is your weekly creator habit. Once a week, I'm recommending that you go into the desktop edition of YouTube Studio to check your watch time, to check your click-through rate, and to check your audience retention for your content, and make adjustments to those to your content, to your thumbnails, to your titles as needed. And you might even have to make some adjustments to your content. If folks just aren't watching, then that means that's something you need to check on. Chip says this, KendyK, Lala, salute to us. Thank you, Chip. Thank you. And we got a lot of friends who've got great interest in Lala's juicing content today. Friends, stay with me, friends. We're almost to that time when we can let the good times roll and we can check out those great channels in our channel parade. We want to welcome in the Western Familia, my humble family. Yes, thank you for joining us. I'm glad I'm going back through to make sure that I didn't miss any of these fabulous content creators. Trisha Nicole says it's a 10 out of 10 for her. Yes. Lala, it was Lala, the high vibe coach, who taught KendyK how to make her first juice. Yes. And Anthony Holmes is 71. It says, KendyK, where are you seeing those other people? I am so glad that you asked. Anthony Holmes is 71. What a great question. Let me put that up there on the screen again. Anthony Holmes is asking, KendyK, where are you seeing all these other people at? Well, this live stream is optimized for the viewer. We are showing this on two different modalities: vertically for those who are watching on their smartphones, or you can capture it in a landscape mode. Friends, this is the horizontal mode. This is called landscape mode, horizontal mode. This means that the stream you're watching is optimized for those who are viewing on a television or on a computer or on a tablet. And this is the vertical mode. And that means that the stream is optimized, and you could also watch it on your smartphone in a vertical mode. Friends, thank you so much, Anthony Holmes 71, for reminding us of that. So if you do have two dark black boxes on either side and you have a narrow stream, but you're watching on TV, pop out and then come back in pick up the horizontal or the landscape stream so that you'll have it big and full across your whole picture. So this stream is optimized for the viewers to maximize the viewers experience. Great question, Anthony Holmes. Thank you for asking such a great question, y'all. That's what we do during every live streamed episode of Shop Talk. Every episode of Shop Talk is a live Q&A for the content creators, and that is for YouTube content creators. Back to that weekly creator habit. Go ahead, friends. Make sure that you're not guessing about what you're going to do for your next video or your next live stream. Follow your data. Follow your smart data to make informed decisions about your content. I think I hear my co-host in the background. Kyle, are you back now?
I've been here. I've just
Okay.
been letting you speak.
Okay, well, we've been asking you to share a little bit about your cruise that you just recently went on, because
I
we
didn't
were
know,
looking at some of my cruise data. So if you would, Kyle, share with us a little bit about the cruise that you recently took, if you don't mind.
I went on Royal of the Seas, and oh my God, it was amazing.
So that's a new cruise line for me. I've never taken what cruise line was that? Royal of the Seas. Was that Royal Caribbean or was that a Carnival?
Royal Caribbean, yes.
Well, I've never been on the Royal of the Seas, but my family, that's the cruise line that we're most familiar with. Me and my family, we often take Royal Caribbean cruises, but so I wanted to try a new cruise line, and my most recent cruise, Kyle, in October was on Norwegian Cruise Line. So,
Cool.
Kyle, were you what grade would you give the Royal of the Seas cruise that you just took literally a week or so ago? Would you give it an A, a B, a C, or a D, or an F?
Oh God, no. I would say an A.
Oh my goodness, it's an A. Well, Kyle, I can't wait to see some of your cruise content coming up as we get ready for that cruise content. Y'all,
Yes.
let's get
I'm
ready
not able to type in the chat right now because I'm on my phone. Is someone willing to drop my link, if that's all right?
Okay, yeah. If we've got some moderators and you all can, and we have Anthony Holmes 71 who's checking in. He says, KendyK, I am watching here full screen. Yeah, the stream is optimized. We've given it to you the way that you want it as the viewer, so you can watch in vertical if you're on a smartphone, or horizontal landscape mode if you are watching from a TV, from a laptop, a desktop, or from a tablet. You can have it your way with KendyK. I rhymed, didn't I? Thank you all for joining me. Y'all, guess what? It's about that time, friends. It is time for our parade of channels. Thank you all for joining me. This is the parade of channels. This is KendyK all day. And here we just let the good times roll. And Lala, thank you, Lala. Lala is saying it to us. She says, KendyK is awesome in vertical and horizontal. Yes, yes. Really just trying to create a greater viewer experience, because I know as a content creator, as now a fully monetized content creator, the more we're thinking about what is best for our viewers, the more that they are going to lock into our content and stay watching our content. So we're going to get better retention data, and most of all, we're going to get those watch hours that we need towards full monetization. Y'all start thinking like a boss. Start thinking like a boss. Thank you all for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. Kyle's going to join me now as we go through and as we do our parade of channels. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. We want to shout out one of our moderators on this channel and a member of KendyK's crew. It's none other than Monique Poe. Y'all, she's a member of the basket community, and she is one of those few folks who have learned and mastered how to be a penny shopper at Dollar General. If you're looking for the deals, if you like to venture off and find good bargains in clearance aisles like the clearance aisle at Walmart, check out Monique Poe. She is your girl, and let her know that KendyK and Kyle Vlogs sent you. We wanted to shout out Simply Sunshine Moments. Check out that channel. She's got great content, and she was also the week 4 winner of KendyK's Christmas in November blessing boxes. And that blessing box, I was able to put that in the mail to you, but because of the Christmas rush, we just got their contact information. And thank you for connecting with me, Simply Sunshine Moments one. So they are predicting that you're going to get your blessing box in the U.S. mail Sunday after Christmas. Can y'all believe that Christmas is this week? So happy holidays to you and yours from myself and my co-host,
You
Kyle
as well.
Vlogs. Thank
I
you,
hope you have a
Kyle.
wonderful Christmas.
Kyle, here's one. Thank you, Kyle, and you as well, friend. Thank you for co-hosting with me, Kyle. Kyle,
Yeah,
tell
of
us a little
course.
bit about Belt Loops 29, because I know this is one of the channels that you are often watching, and I just recently connected, and I certainly hit subscribe as well. Tell us a little bit about Belt Loop 29, if you would, Kyle.
Philip, he is a very good friend of mine, and he is I don't know if he's a retired police officer or not, but I'm pretty sure he's still in the police or not, but I'm pretty sure he was in the military, I think. But big shout out to Belt Loop, and he does a fantastic job with this channel.
I agree, Kyle. I do know that he is a police officer, and I do recall that is also a veteran. So shout
And
out to that
also when
content
you're
creator.
in his live streams, if you type a 29, it will drop your link for you when you're in his streams.
Yes.
And the same thing on his police channel.
Okay, so this is a multiple channel content creator. So they figured some things out. Y'all lock in with these YouTube content creators,
You
especially
might want to
those in my
remind one of your
channel
moderators about
creator.
my link. I don't know if they
Okay,
caught it or not.
Kyle, thank you, Kyle. So let's keep moving right along, content creators. Thank you for joining us. We want to shout out, look at there, our co-host, Lala, the High Vibe Coach, plant-based nutrition. Y'all check out this member of KendyK's crew. It's Lala, the High Vibe Coach. Check out Lala's channel, y'all. It's a vibe. And she's mentioned, as she came up and joined us earlier in the stream, she mentioned that she is going to be juicing live, and I can't wait for that green juice and a pineapple juice. Y'all check out Broke But Bountifully Blessed. Great channel. This is one of our seasoned ladies in the YouTube streets. She goes by the name of Carol, but her channel name is at Broke But Bountifully Blessed. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Check out Broke But Bountifully Blessed. And y'all, she's in the last mile towards monetization and reaching 1,000 subscribers. So let's do what we can to support that content creator. So let's give her a very Merry Christmas before the new year begins. I want to shout out another one of our members of KendyK's crew, where we let the good times roll. It is Poetic Tears. And you've heard from Poetic Tears because she's a member of the Content Creator Collective. She's just chatting it up throughout the chat as we share strategies to grow our channels to full monetization. Shout out and thank you for being a member of KendyK's crew, Poetic Tears. It's Mary's Life Journey, who is also a member of KendyK's crew. Friends, check out this great creator. She is so close to, she has well over 1,000 subscribers. She's just in the last mile to 3,000 watch hours. So friends, let's spend some time on her channel, binge watch some of that content, and y'all, she's a 10 out of 10 for me on her Vlogmas content. I'm super enjoying her Vlogmas content, and it's giving me inspiration for me to continue to push out Vlogmas content. So that is one of my favorite playlists. And y'all, once you check her out, drop back and let me know which one of her playlists you've been enjoying most. Check out Mary's Life Journey. It's simply Debbie Sue. She's one of my favorite creators in these YouTube streets. She is a quintessential Southern lady. She lives in the mountains of North Carolina. I think I have that right. But one thing I know I have right is KendyK has hit subscribe. I am a subscriber of Simply Debbie Sue. Y'all, she's an author, she's a writer, and she's the quintessential Southern lady. Check out Simply Debbie Sue. She's got great content. She does lots of cooking and baking, and just love her and love that what she brings to the YouTube streets, her perspectives, and y'all check out Simply Debbie Sue and let her know that KendyK sent you over there. Yes, we've got D Bossway. Welcome in, friend D Bossway, who's also a member of KendyK's crew, and thank you. She says, hello, Simply Debbie Sue. Hello. Everyone loves Simply Debbie Sue. We want to shout out Chicken Explorers. Check out this channel if you're interested in homesteading, and especially if you're interested in chicken content, chicken life. I call that chicken life. Here's another one of my favorites who also does homesteading and chicken life. And she's a very new content creator in the YouTube streets, but she has seen so much tremendous growth. And one way is because she's locked in with ShopTalk 3 times a week, and because of her great growth mindset. She's got a growth mindset. Hey there, Kim J. I see you down there in the chat. We're rolling through our channel parade for the day. So thank you for being a member of KendyK's crew. And I 10 out of 10 highly recommend JC Calamity Jane. We want to welcome in Doses of Shani. Welcome in. Welcome, content creators. Here is Doses of Shani. Great content creator here. Here you see her working out. She has experienced so much of a weight loss as part of her health journey, and she is on her way down. I want you to pop over and see how much weight she has lost to date, and let her know that KendyK sent you. And welcome to you, Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective. Here's another great channel. It's Jelly Bean. Y'all check out Jelly Bean. Very new content creator. 256 subs. Let's get her to 300 subs. Y'all check out Jelly Bean 8119. And friends, all I do is ask for you to check out the channel. If you like the content, you know, my friend, what to do. Check out these great content creators. I appreciate those who are chatting it up in the chat and sharing out their channel links. That means they too have a growth mindset, and they're interested in growing their channel. Y'all, here's another one that KendyK highly recommends. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Brit Family Fun. Y'all check out this creator. Y'all, she is in the last of the last miles. Let's let her and her children have a very, very Merry Christmas. Let's help her to get to 3,000 watch hours. She's already got well over 1,000 subscribers, and all she needs is 3,000 watch hours so that she can qualify for partial monetization. Go, go, grow. Wishing you all the best at Brit Family Fun. It's Coffee No Cream. Thank you for joining us. And Coffee, pardon me for not having your button on your channel page as a member of KendyK's crew. Y'all, it's Coffee No Cream, who is a member of KendyK's crew as well. And I just rolled out that new button for the channel parade and just did not have time, but I'll work right after this to get them all put on for those members. We want to welcome in Allison Mapp. Good afternoon. She says hello to all of us and to the chat. Thank you. Gemini Diva says these are all great creators. Absolutely, especially Coffee No Cream, who mostly focuses on shorts. She's just trying to leave a legacy for her children and her grandchildren. And so she drops so many words of wisdom, and I love her shorts. And so thank you and we love the way that you show up in the world. It's Coffee No Cream with an E at the end. And thank you, content creators, for chatting it up as we look. Hey, here is none other than Anthony Holmes, 71, a music virtuoso, if you will, and he does such wonderful construction content. Oh my goodness, he drops a lot of content. When we talk about being consistent, he drops a lot of content, and I always like to reserve Sunday mornings for me to check out and see what Anthony Holmes 71 has been up to for the week. So thank you for joining us for this episode, this Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Anthony Holmes is 71. Yes, I see folks dropping 71s in the chat. Those are shout outs to Anthony Holmes 71. This is our channel parade where we're just being intentional, and I'm just being intentional as the convener of Shop Talk with 3 live streamed episodes for the content creator, the YouTube content creator, every week. If you have any questions about content creation, go ahead and drop those in the chat now. And friends, if you'd like to be interviewed by me, I offer 60, 90, and 2-hour interviews. And I hope you saw the thumbnail earlier today, and I hope you have been seeing the thumbnail. We are having a special holiday edition of Coffee and Conversations featuring the godfather of the Are You Locked In movement, Chip Lowe. Chip will be my special guest this afternoon for Coffee and Conversations. Y'all point your smartphone towards this QR code if you would like to sign up and for consideration to be interviewed by me for Coffee and Conversations. And I'm booking now through the end of February. Y'all don't forget, join me this afternoon where we are sitting down for a special holiday edition of Coffee and Conversations featuring Chip Lowe, the godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. Friends, it is model Lori Ann. Model Lori Ann is also a member of KendyK's crew, and she is one of the newest fully monetized content creators that I know. Y'all check out Model Lori Ann when you can and let her know that KendyK sent you. Check out Model Lori Ann. Friends, it's Brooklyn Beauty TV. Brooklyn Beauty has almost 5,000 subscribers. Y'all check out Brooklyn Beauty TV. Highly recommend this channel to you. If you haven't checked her out, let her know that you saw her over here on Shop Talk as a content creator in KendyK's channel parade. And y'all don't forget to check out my channel. I've got lots of great content. Sure enough, I do Shop Talk. It's the content creator makerspace, and we are the content creator collective. But KendyK is much more than Shop Talk. I do interviews on my channel. I call those Coffee and Conversations. KendyK loves to cook and to bake, and it's KendyK all day. Y'all check out my content. I love to see the creators that I meet up with during episodes of Shop Talk. I love to see them checking out some of my other content. Y'all check me out because then that prompts me to check your channel out as well. And it gives me lots of information. Hey there, Mac Movement. I see you down there here in the chat. Let's put you up. I don't know if I've shared you out today. Y'all check out Mac Movement. And thank you for joining us, Mac Movement. Let me just roll through here, make sure I haven't missed anyone else. Anthony Holmes is highly recommending Chicken Explorers. Thank you. And y'all, here's one of my friends. I want you to check out Doses of Shiny, and then I want you to check out Harjarina Net, otherwise known to us as D Bossway. And y'all, she makes boss moves. Y'all she did a great collaboration yesterday with another content creator we just saw in this channel parade with JC Calamity Jane. And wow, Harjarina Net, you are also on a weight loss journey. And the focus is not on weight loss. The focus is on better health. And wow, the views you were giving us from your bike. Oh my goodness. How many miles did you bike yesterday? I love to see you on your bike, and I loved your gold outfit doing it. Thank you, Harjarina Net. She's a boss. That's why they call her the Boss Way, because she is in fact a boss. Yes, I see folks who are connecting with all of these channels, these great channels in our channel parade. Thank you, D Bossway. I appreciate you too, my friend. Thank you so much. Friends, we want to make sure that we take a moment and shout out one of our sponsors today. This episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by Pound Cake Experts, featuring 50 flavors of gourmet pound cake, including vegan, sugar-free, and gluten-free options. Visit poundcakeexperts.com. Thank you all for joining me. The Boss Way says it was 5 miles. Ooh, and Well, I saw you biking. I will have to go back. KendyK is going back to see your run. Oh my goodness. She didn't say walking, y'all. She said a 1 mile run. Way to go, Harjareen. Go, Harjareen. Go. Thank you. You do that. Absolutely. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my friends in these YouTube streets. And friends, here again, this stream is optimized for your viewing pleasure. I'm focusing on the viewers. That's a pro tip. It's coming to you from a content creator. It's not what you want to do what's best for your viewers. The more you optimize your content and align it what your viewers want to see, and in this case, how they want to view it on their smartphone or on their TV, that's going to mean more retention and longer watch time to help you reach your channel goals towards initial and full monetization. Yes, look at the content creators. They are chatting it up in this chat, and I'm loving all of that. Low Carb Queen asked me as a creator. She dropped down in the chat. Y'all check out Low Carb Queen. It's a 10 out of 10 for me for Low Carb Queen. Friends, she asked me a week or so ago, she said, KendyK, why do I keep seeing the 2 thumbnails for your content? Friends, so check closely. Always, if you're viewing on the smartphone, when I'm doing Shop Talk, especially, and it'll also be the case this afternoon for Coffee Conversations, featuring an interview with the godfather of the Are You Locked In movement, Chip Lowe, you're going to see that little smartphone, and that lets you know that that stream is optimized for viewing on your cell phone. And I do too. D-Boss Play, she says, I love me some Low Carb Queen. I think we all do. She's one of my hashtag favorites. And friends, you can also then watch it in landscape mode, full for optimized viewing on a smartphone, on a tablet, on a computer or on a TV. So that's why you'll see it. And I think this afternoon took the extra step to make sure that you could see the difference between the 2 streams for Coffee and Conversations. And thank you all for joining me as content creators. Thank you for chatting it up in the chat. I appreciate you all joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. And we need to work smart, friends. Let's just work smart. You don't need to just keep uploading more and more and more content. What we need to do is work smarter, right? Let's work smarter as content creators. We want to use our data directly for our channel. All the data you get from YouTube Studio is good data that you need to use to make informed decisions about your next moves as a content creator, as a YouTube content creator. Stop posting blind and start posting with purpose. I love the content creators. Here's one of our good buddies. It's none other than Crazy Kid. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective, and this has been episode 57 of Shop Talk. Can y'all believe that? 57 live streamed episodes of Shop Talk. Thank you for joining us, Crazy Kid. Friends, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And don't forget to set your notification bell to all so that you'll be notified when we get ready to start that interview with Chip Lowe, the godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. And y'all check me out on Instagram. I just ventured into Instagram, using it to point traffic back to my YouTube channel. Y'all, thank you for joining me. Thank you for rocking and riding with me in these YouTube streets. I want to send out a very special thank you to my 2 co-hosts today, Kyle from Kyle Vlogs and Lala, the high vibe plant-based nutrition coach. She says, word on the street, KendyK, is that we can see who is in the bushes. Whoa! Ooh! She said we can get down in the bushes of okay. KendyK is going to check it out. KendyK is going to check that thing out. I'm going to be down there in YouTube Studio. I'm going to go to the desktop edition of YouTube Studio so I can see big things popping on my computer and on my tablet. You can also get to the full desktop version of YouTube Studio using a tablet as well. Just open a new browser like in Internet Explorer or Chrome, Google Chrome, any of your favorite browser will allow you to get all of the statistics for your channel. And Lala's giving us another pro tip. She said, word on the street is that you can see who's in the bushes and still watching your content. And frankly, I don't know who's in the bushes. Just keep watching. It's more retention and it's more watch hours for my channel. And now that I'm a fully monetized channel, that means I'm clocking more revenue. Y'all, I'm just joking, but I do mean that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for riding with me. This is KendyK all day. I'll see you later for that holiday edition of Coffee and Conversations, where I'm interviewing the godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. It's Chip Lowe. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. Goodbye for now.